Hello traders, it's Danny Martin. Today we're going to talking about an interesting topic that I really like it. And as I said before, this is an audio only, and you will see my friend and Peter and Marisa that will talking through this blog to explain all the details. But I'm going to give you a small introduction of what it's about, and it's very the main question I ask myself is how to overcome regret in trading. So why do I keep replaying my mistakes in my head? Yes. And how do I stop regret from destroying my focus? This is actually a very important thing that many of you are not aware of. That is when you, it's a question that is not about trading itself. It's about identify and control. So regret means you are trying to outcome of each trade to your self-worth. So it's like instead of seeing mistakes as feedback, you see them as a proof that you are a bad trader. Okay, so this is not the case. Trust me on this. Yeah. So that mindset is a trap. It's a cycle of hesitation, revenge trading, and frustration. So what we're going to do is actually through these blogs is try to explain the details of what is actually this in details, and then we will go into a solution for this. Self-awareness is important, but actually have some solution is crucial. So you will go into this audio blog to explain all these details. So let's go into this topic and let's have a look what actually is the solution for all of you on the end of this blog. All right, so let's see.
You know that feeling, right? That little pang of maybe regret.
Oh, yeah. The what if or the I should have.
Exactly. It's that phantom ache. Maybe a decision you wish you'd handled differently. Or, a road not taken.
It's universal, that feeling.
Totally. It can make you freeze up, second guess everything. Today we're doing a deep dive into some really potent insights from Daniel Martin's article, Overcoming Trading Regret, A Path to Focused Mastery.
Mm-hmm.
And I know, you might be thinking trading, that's not real.
Right. It sounds specific.
But hang on, because while Martin's work, yeah, it's rooted in that high-stakes trading world.
High pressure, for sure.
The emotional stuff he talks about, the strategies, they're incredibly powerful for, well, pretty much anyone.
Absolutely. Anywhere decisions matter.
Yeah, career changes, big life choices, even just daily stuff. So our mission today,
Let's hear it.
we want to pull out those key strategies, give you maybe a path to more emotional resilience, better decision-making, without being stuck on yesterday's should have.
Getting unstuck. I like it.
We've got some surprising bits and really practical takeaways coming up. Okay, let's unpack this.
What's fascinating here is just how intense regret can get in fields like trading, where, every single decision has such a clear, tangible outcome.
Right, you see it immediately.
Yeah, and Martin's work, it doesn't just say regret is bad. It really dissects why it's so intense.
Like a microcosm.
Exactly. Trading becomes this high contrast lens for understanding our emotional responses under any kind of pressure. And crucially, he goes way beyond just superficial fixes.
Good.
He digs right into the psychology. Why do we feel this? And more importantly, what can we actually do about it? How do we turn it into something productive? It's about getting to that focused mastery he mentions.
And it really is a core problem, isn't it? Martin, he doesn't mince words. He calls regret a trader's worst enemy, flat out.
Strong words, but probably accurate in that context.
Think about all the ways it shows up. Like regret for missing a trade you thought was golden.
Ugh, FOMO regret, yeah.
Or regret for taking one that just tanks.
Been there.
Regret for getting out too early, leaving profit behind. Or holding on too long, watching it all just disappear.
It's a cycle, a painful one.
A relentless cycle of second guessing. Every past move or non-move just becomes fuel for more mental anguish.
Yeah, it feeds on itself.
But it's more than just feeling bad, right? Martin points out how this feeling leads straight to, well, really destructive actions.
Like what specifically?
He lists them out. Revenge trading is just throwing your strategy away to try and win back a loss.
Ooh, dangerous. Impulse trading.
Yeah. Or over-leveraging, taking way too much risk out of sheer desperation.
Doubling down emotionally.
Then there's hesitation, freezing up when a good opportunity actually comes along.
Fear takes over.
And eventually, emotional paralysis. Just stuck. Can't decide anything.
Wow.
And the article really nails it, I think. It's not just about the, quote, bad trades, but it's how traders perceive those trades and how they attach those trades to their self-worth.
Ah, that's key. Tying your identity to the outcome.
Exactly. That really hit me. Linking your sense of confidence to, like, one market fluctuation.
Yeah. If we connect this to the bigger picture, it's so clear that regret isn't just passive. It's not just a feeling you have.
It's active.
It's an active trigger. It can send you spiraling like flipping a switch. It's almost like a cognitive tripwire.
How so?
Well, the article explains how one bad experience, if you just let that regret fester,
Stew on it.
exactly, can snowball really fast into a whole cascade of bad decisions. It's that desperate need to make it back or just avoid feeling that specific pain again.
Makes sense.
Like, say you miss what looked like a perfect setup. You planned it, watched it, and then you just didn't pull the trigger.
Oof.
Okay, I'm gonna pause on this moment here for all of you to be thinking about this for your own benefit. So when you're trading, there is at times that you don't know what is going on anymore. You is actually that ball of mistakes by mistakes, emotion by emotions. It destroy you. They don't know where it's coming from. The bullets. They're shooting you everywhere. You don't know how things are coming from. It's just so painful that you don't know how everything started. So take a holiday, take a break. Yes, and thinking about everything that actually happens. But the most important thing is that aware of this regret, it can actually create exactly a ball effect, domino of mistake by mistake, changes strategy from one to another. And that you are not even aware of that. Yes, so just stop. Don't try to. I know that's difficult when you are in these moments of frustrations and you just want to fix the problem. You want to trade well. You want to go back. You want to do it. You want to get it done, and you cannot. Yes, so. The reasons behind is that you're already blind of mistake by mistake. You need to stop the cycle. And the best way, when you feel this way, weekends is a good start to stop it. But not only that, you need more. Potentially you need a week, you need a month. Just away from the charts completely, fully away from them, and then back again to focus. Yes, that's as important, guys. Okay, be aware of that. So let's continue with the article.
Painful.
That feeling of missing out, that regret, can be so strong it makes you jump into the next trade, even if it totally breaks your rules.
Right, you're trading from emotion, not logic.
Precisely. You're operating from an emotional deficit. Or think about the flip side.
Okay.
After a big loss, the regret, the self-blame, it can make you super hesitant.
Gun shy.
Totally. So when a genuinely good setup does come along later, one that fits your strategy perfectly,
You freeze.
you freeze. The fear of being wrong again, of feeling that regret all over, just roosts you to the spot. You watch it sail by.
And that must feel awful too.
Oh, it breeds this whole new wave of frustration, which then, ironically, can push you towards being more reckless, more impulsive, just to break free from that paralysis.
Wow, it's a vicious cycle.
Absolutely. Unchecked feelings just completely hijack your logic, your strategy, even your own best interests. And you see this outside trading too, right?
Oh, for sure.
Someone misses a great job opportunity, then grabs the next, clearly unsuitable one, just to avoid feeling left behind.
Or someone avoid the healthy relationship because a past one hurt.
Same principle. Fear of repeating the pain, repeating the regret.
Okay, so regret is this destructive force. It can derail everything. And this is fascinating.
Come on.
Here's where it gets really interesting, almost paradoxical. Martin flips the script.
How?
He says, while regret feels overwhelmingly negative, like you failed, it's actually a sign of awareness.
Awareness? How?
It tells you something important about yourself. We regret mistakes not because we're fundamentally flawed,
Okay.
but because we generally care about improving. It's that desire for growth, that wanting to be better, that actually causes the regret.
Huh. So it's like your internal drive for quality kicking in.
Exactly. It's proof you want to do better next time.
Okay, I like that reframing. The article argues we need to actively shift how we see regret.
From failure to...
From a sign of personal failure to a tool for growth and lessons. Instead of proof you're inadequate, see it as feedback, as data points.
data, like emotional data.
Precisely. We track win rates, P&L, all that hard stuff. But Martin says some of the most valuable data you will ever collect is how you feel in the moment.
Like the tension before clicking buy, Or the frustration of getting stopped out.
Exactly. Or the anxiety even during a winning trade, those feelings, they give you, as he puts it, a look into the machine behind their trading strategy, their own psychology.
So understanding your own internal market.
Yes, your triggers, your biases, where you're strong, where you wobble, it's self-awareness through feeling.
That's powerful.
Think about it. Every great trader, every successful person in any field, really, they've all felt regret big time.
Sure, made bad calls, missed chances.
But the best ones, they don't let it crush their confidence. They use it. They sharpen their skills, refine our process, deepen that self-awareness.
They leverage it.
They leverage it for improvement, not paralysis. That's the difference.
That is a huge shift, almost liberating, thinking of regret as a signpost, not a dead end. And thankfully, the article doesn't just stop at reframing. It gives us actual concrete things to do.
Actionable strategies. Good.
Yeah, steps for reframing the narrative, as he calls it. Things you can start using, well, right away, whether it's in trading or just daily life.
Okay, let's get into them. What's the first one?
First, stop chasing perfection. This one hit home for me because perfectionism, man, it fuels so much regret everywhere.
Totally. That constant should have.
Should have done this, should have known that. Like fighting this imaginary perfect version of the past.
An impossible ideal you then beat yourself up over.
Exactly.
And the article is really clear why that's just self-destructive. Perfection doesn't exist, especially not in something dynamic and unpredictable like markets.
Or life, really.
Or life. There are always variables beyond your control. Plus, our own minds play tricks on us.
How so?
We crave certainty. We want neat stories. That should have voice. It convinces you after the fact that perfection was possible, that you could have known better.
Oh, the dreaded hindsight bias.
Bingo. Psychologists call it hindsight bias. The past always looks clearer looking back.
Yeah, hindsight is 20/20.
Exactly. But in the moment, you were working with incomplete info, under pressure. Recognizing that bias is huge.
Why?
It helps you let go of the regret faster. It shifts your focus from chasing that impossible ideal to building consistency and discipline in your process.
Process over perfect outcome.
Yes, that's way more effective, way more sustainable. Like a great chef aiming for consistent quality, knowing not every dish is perfect, but every attempt is a chance to learn.
Okay, process, not perfection. That leads nicely into the second strategy, actually.
Which is,
Understand that regret is inevitable. This feels like a big hurdle because we naturally want to avoid pain, right?
absolutely.
But Martin says no trader, no person is immune. Even pros think, could have done that better, or wish I hadn't.
So if everyone feels it, what's the difference?
The difference is acknowledging it versus letting it consume you. That's the key distinction the article makes.
Okay.
Experienced pros, they feel it, but they don't let it spiral into self-doubt or freeze them up for the next decision.
So what do?
3 things, basically. They analyze what happened objectively. They extract the lesson, the insight, and then they apply it to the next trade, the next decision.
Analyze, extract, apply.
Yeah, no dwelling. Don't let the last outcome dictate the next action. It's not about being emotionless. It's about emotional intelligence around regret.
Like a basketball player missing a free throw?
Exactly. Feel the sting, analyze the form, learn, then step up ready for the next shot. Don't let the miss destroy your confidence for the next one.
That's a crucial difference for growth, definitely, in any field.
Okay, strategy 3, this one I really like. Journaling as a meditation exercise.
Journaling. More than just tracking trades.
Way more. The article stresses it's not just about tracking wins and losses, which is the usual trading journal idea, but about understanding your emotions, decisions, and patterns.
Getting that psychological.
Okay, I want to actually to emphasize, or I would like to actually to add a point of this. This has been said thousands of times, and I will continue to say it all my life. It's not about to do back testing. It's not about to do trading. It's not about the processes without being aware of your patterns, psychologically behaviors connected to that trading, connected to that journaling, connected to that back testing. If you do not focus into those patterns, those psychologically, you will not understand how to trade. You must to be aware of those. Always. Backtesting, journaling, trading, you will have emotions. Which ones are those ones? It's actually in your favor or they are against you. So use them in your favor, those ones against you, being aware of them and prepare for that. So just be aware of this. This is very important. I've been telling thousands of times, it's not about to find the best strategy. It's about to find the best strategy that fits your personality, your feelings, your behavior. The way you actually go into emotions will happen when you go into very deep situations like trading, losing money, making money, stress. So all that will be show up everything in details. And that is when you need to take the notes and be aware of them. First step, then there is more steps to help you to fix that. We will discuss in other articles. So for now, just continue with this one. All right. So just remember that, please. No journaling without pick up the emotions. It's not journaling. It's just nothing. It's empty.
Data we talked about.
Exactly.
Yeah, mindful journaling, it creates distance, doesn't it? It lets you look at mistakes with clarity, not through that distorting lens of frustration or shame.
Detaching to see clearly.
Right. Martin calls it a form of meditation because you observe your thoughts, your feelings without judging them. It turns regret from this big emotional weight into a structured learning experience. It's not just what you did, but why. And critically, how you felt when you did it.
So not just lost money on stock XYZ.
No, more like felt major phono seeing that spike, ditched my entry rules, ignored the need for confirmation, had that knot in my stomach before I even clicked buy.
Ah, okay. Capturing the internal state.
That kind of detail helps you spot patterns, emotional triggers, biases. Over time, that's gold. You can proactively work on weaknesses, lean into strengths.
Like a scientist documenting everything, even the failures.
Precisely, to understand the real variables at play, including yourself.
That makes total sense. Treating your own mind as data. Okay, number 4. This one feels like a huge mental leap for a lot of people.
What is it?
Detach from the outcome.
Ooh, yeah, that's tough.
Super counterintuitive, right? Martin argues a profitable trade doesn't always mean a good decision, and a losing trade doesn't always mean a bad one.
People will definitely ask, how's that possible? Isn't the result the whole point?
I know, but that's why it's so powerful. Regret often comes from being too attached to the immediate result.
Judging the decision solely by what happened right after.
Yeah, but in trading, or frankly much of life, it's probabilistic. Good processes can lead to bad short-term outcomes sometimes.
And bad processes can get lucky.
Exactly. So if you judge your decision-making purely on results, you're in for an emotional roller coaster. You undermine your confidence when a good process hits a rough patch.
So what's the alternative focus?
Shift from perfection in your results to consistency in your process. That's the core message.
Process.
Since the market, or life, doesn't reward perfectionists. It rewards those who are adaptable and disciplined.
Like that poker player example. Make the right call based on odds, even if you lose the hand to a lucky gar.
Right. If they beat themselves up over the outcome, they'll stop making good decisions.
Focus on playing correctly every time long-term, knowing the process wins out.
That detachment from short-term noise, that's vital for resilience, isn't it? For staying in the game.
Absolutely essential for sustained effort.
Okay, so these are great frameworks, but when regret does hit, that sharp pang that should have voice gets loud.
Yeah, in the moment.
What's the practical step? What can you do right then to break the spell? This brings us to the 5th strategy. Develop a move-on ritual.
A circuit breaker. Okay, what does that look like?
Martin gives concrete example. For some, it's physical. Physically stepping away from their desks, taking a walk, doing deep breathing exercises, creating physical distance to get mental distance.
Makes sense. Change your state.
Others set a firm rule. Once they've journaled the trade, extracted the lesson, that's it. Move on.
No dwelling allowed.
No endless what if. The core idea is treating each trade as an independent event, separate from the last. Clean slate thinking.
Like resetting before the next play.
Yeah, and a really crucial part of this ritual.
What's that?
Actively shutting down the should-have mindset before it takes root and spirals.
How do you do that actively?
When those thoughts pop up, I should have held longer, shouldn't have taken that trade, you consciously interrupt them.
Talk back to the voice.
Kind of. Remind yourself, that's hindsight bias talking. Remember, the past looks obvious now, but it wasn't then.
Acknowledge the bias.
Then affirm it mentally or ain't out loud. I made the best decision I could in that moment with the info I had. This thought is hindsight, next trade.
It's like a deliberate, conscious letting go.
Almost defiant, yeah. Reclaiming focus on the present and the future, not getting stuck in the past you can't change.
That's very practical.
What a journey, eh? From seeing regret as this, enemy,
Paralyzing force.
to understanding it can actually be a catalyst, a tool for growth, for mastery.
It really underscores that trading or any high-stakes thing is so much a mental game.
As much as technical, yeah. So what does this all mean for you listening right now, navigating your own stuff?
Well, this raises an important question, doesn't it? A final thought from Daniel Martin, and it really hits home beyond just trading.
What is it?
The best traders accept regret as part of the process, but never let it dictate their next move. They don't seek revenge on the market. They seek mastery over themselves.
Mastery over themselves. Wow.
That's not just markets. That's life's challenges, right? So the question for you becomes, how will you use regret?
Use it. Out.
Okay, I think we have covered enough so far. So now what I'm going to do is to give you some recommendation books for you to go ahead. You got the full blog article on the description below. Now, some books that are recommended, as you'll be aware of them for sure. If not, I recommended to read them. But now you need to read them with this question in your head: how do I actually handle regret? Yeah, being aware of that is first. So, Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas. Many of you have read this book, I believe. If not, recommended. But it will teaching you traders how to avoid regret by refrain losses and part of the probabilities. Yeah. So, important book to read if you haven't. Now, this is the second book is a bit larger. It's a bit more you should have it next to your desk, and it's called The Daily Trading Coach. This actually is quite long book because you don't actually read in it. You must to follow the exercise they're giving you to absorb all the information from Brett Steven Bargett. Yeah, the best psychology I've ever seen in my life. It's incredible. So it's self-coaching. This is actually this book about emotional and being aware of your negative emotions. So I don't know exactly which one was of the 101 lessons in there. It turned regret into an opportunity. So just it's the same as been explained in the article. Yeah. Now the next book is a bit, I found it for me heavy to read it and listen to it. Is actually Thinking Fast and Slow by Daniel Kahneman, I believe it was his surname. So this is more about explaining the cognitive bias. Yes, for me this was difficult reading for me, but I do understand after they finish the book how to brain thinks. You help neutralize regret. So this is actually quite crucial when you get it. Yeah. So all these three books, they're important. You don't need to read them like a crazy. You just need to look for that question. Yeah. Now, I would like to actually to give you my own personal statement of what really happened to me. When I started trading, regret was like a shadow all the time. It was there. But I was not aware of that. So that's one here, guys, for you to actually to be aware of this before it's too late, before you change the strategy. So I don't know if you heard about this. I have more than 200 strategies created, but why? Because I was changing from one to another constantly. I was played one of them profitable for 3 months, then another one, constantly changes non-stop. So regret often you push you to change another strategy, another setup, yeah, and you just end up to be losing the plot, yeah. So it's simple like that. So I wish somebody was told me this, because it just is how, because this regret is not about is not an enemy. It's just how you react to it. It's not traders. I'm no better trader than you, even if I've been trading for 25 years, because I control my emotions, or because let's say this actually clear, because I do have less emotion than you. And it's not true. I do not have less emotion than you. I get angry, I get frustrated, I get stressed, I get anxious, but the key is how you handle it. That's it. How you handle your stress, how you handle your anxiety, how you handle those emotions, because you've been first aware of them, and then you're working on it. Yes. So regret is just at the beginning of many. Yes. So it's uncover many options like that. So for that is actually, I hope you actually enjoyed this this article. So we will continue with more audio only for you to save time when you're traveling. Remember, if you have time later on the weekend, you can actually read the full article, in this case a blog, and let me know what are your thoughts. It would be interesting to actually to understand what you like or not, or if you're thinking something else. It would be good to have that extra info from you. So I will continue doing more audio books or audio topics like this one. So I hope you enjoy, and see you soon, guys. Bye now.